students, welcome to the online session for the subject of industrial safety. These are the virtual classes for the subject of industrial safety. The subject of industrial safety is mainly for the students of civil engineering, particularly structural engineering and mechanical engineering. So here we will be discussing all the topics that are related to the subject of industrial safety. So now we will be starting with our session. So 3, 2, 1, let's go. Hello students, welcome to the online session for the subject of industrial safety. Today our topic for the subject of industrial safety is wear and corrosion and their prevention method. We have already started the corrosion topic of this chapter. Now we will be moving towards our further topics, and in previous session we have listed the factors that are affecting the corrosion. In this session we are going to have a brief discussion on the factors that are affecting the corrosion. So that is our today's outline. That is nothing but the factors that are affecting the corrosion. So moving towards the first factor, that is the potential difference. Potential difference will be there in a place or in a point or location where the corrosion has been taken place. We all know that ions are being generated because of the potential difference. More ions will be generated because of the more potential difference. The ions that are formed because of the potential difference will be combined with the hydrogen atom that has been found in the cell. Cell is nothing but the location or the point where corrosion can occur. That point is termed as an electrochemical cell. So the location at which the corrosion is taking place, at that time the ions will be formed, and at the same time hydrogen atom will be also formed because of the presence of moisture or the water or any other kind of an agent that is providing the hydrogen. In the previous sessions we have a brief discussion on the principle of the corrosion. So from that you can get to know that how the hydrogens are being generated. So yes, from that process hydrogens are liberated, they will combine with the ions, and ultimately the corrosion will take place. More the potential difference will be there, more the ions will be formed, and ultimately the greater will be the corrosion. Ions are being formed because of the presence of oxygen, hydrogen, water. That is nothing but in the presence of oxygen, in the presence of electrolyte. The more the concentration on the electrolyte will be, the more will be the formation of the ions. So they are all taking place because of this. Formation of ion is also because of the difference in the nature. Difference in the nature of the two rods, that is the anode and cathode. If the difference between the anode and cathode is much more, then that can also cause the formation of the ions. So by this also the more number of ions will be formed on the surface, and more number of ions will be formed, then more will be the corrosion, and ultimately the deterioration of the metallic surface will be more. So this is how the potential difference do affect the corrosion. So it is necessary that at an early age of the time the potential difference should be rectified, or we can say that the corrosion, if it is being found, then it is necessary that it is required to be repaired at an early age. Moving towards the next type of corrosion, that is, from the figure only you can come to know that it is nothing but a moisture. Moisture is also affecting the rate of the corrosion. It is also causing the corrosion on the metallic surface. We all know that the metallic surface is being exposed to the atmosphere, and in atmosphere there will be moisture. So moisture do affect in the formation of the corrosion. At the same time we also have another factor, that is the humidity. the humidity, or we can say that the presence of humidity in an atmosphere also do affect the occurrence of the corrosion. Corrosions are being highly affected by the moisture and the humidity that is present in the atmosphere. We all know that moisture and humidity is nothing but the presence of the water content in the atmosphere. So, when a metal is being exposed to a certain environment where the humidity and the moisture is being there, then at that point the chances of the occurrence of the corrosion will be very much high. Because we all know that in an corrosion there will be an anode and there will be a cathode. Because of the change in the properties of the metal, the anode and cathode will be formed by itself. And the thing that is remaining is the electrolyte. That is nothing but a water. So that can be obtained from the atmosphere. And we all know that in atmosphere there will be a moisture and the humidity. So the moisture and the humidity that is present in the atmosphere will act as an electrolyte. And because of this, the electrochemical cell will be completed, and by this the corrosion will be formed. This is how the moisture and humidity affects. Okay, so these are all the things that we have discussed in this session of the moisture and humidity. Nothing but a layer will be formed on the surface. Okay, and as a result of this, the chemical, we can say that the corrosion will be caused. Moving towards the next type of factor that affects the corrosion is the impurity. Impurities are being present in the metal. Impurities are normally present. In a single metal, there will be number of impurities that have the positive and the negative polarities. So, because of the difference in the polarities, the ions will be formed. And when such kind of position or such kind of metal comes in contact with the water, then ultimately the cell will be completed, electrochemical process will be started. And as a result of this completion of the overall cell, and by the completion of the overall process, the corrosion will be formed. And by this, because of the impurities, the corrosion will be formed. Summarized way of effect of the impurities is such that in a single metal, both positive and negative polarities ions will be formed. And because of that, on coming in contact with the water, the whole electrochemical cell will be formed, and ultimately the corrosion of the particular metal will be there. So this is how impurities are being affected. Moving towards the next type of factor that affect the corrosion is, you can see over here, it is nothing but a vapor. Vapor is there in the atmosphere. Depending upon the temperature or depending upon the type of the area or the climate of the area, the vapor will be found in the atmosphere, and that do accelerate the corrosion. That is affecting the corrosion. Next, at the same time, next factor that is affecting the corrosion is, you can see over here, that is the steam and the gases. The gases and the steam present in the atmosphere do affect the corrosion. Let's discuss how this steam, gases and the vapor that is present in the atmosphere affecting. So let's start with the discussion. The steam and the vapor that is being found in the atmosphere will come in contact with the metallic surface, and it will make a cover on the outer surface of the metal. This cover is very much helpful to the metal because such kind of metal will reduce the occurrence of the corrosion. It is helpful in the reduction of the corrosion. But we have another component, that is the gases. toxic gases are found in the atmosphere. When these toxic gases come in contact with that layer that was formed because of the vapor and the steam, because of this, the corrosion can take place, because the harmful gases come in contact with the layer that is formed because of the steam and the vapor. So because of the coming in contact of the harmful gases or the toxic gases from the atmosphere to the layer that is being found on the outer surface that was formed because of the steam and the vapor will cause the corrosion. So this is how the vapor, gases and the steam will affect the corrosion. Moving towards the next type of factor that affects the corrosion will be, here you can see the name only suggests that some biohazard will be occurring, and you all know, we all well know that biohazard will be nothing but a chemicals. So we can say that the chemicals are affecting the corrosion. They are acting as an acceleration, or they are providing the acceleration to the corrosion, and as a result of this, corrosion are affected. So there is a role of a chemical in the occurrence of the corrosion on the surface of the metal. Let's discuss how it will be affecting. Metals have a property that they will enter into the reaction, and as a result of this, some output will be found, some metal will be found. Once the acid or other chemicals are come in contact with the metal, then they do react with the metal, and as a result of this, the chemical reaction will be found, and because of this chemical reaction, the oxides and the sulfates will be formed. More the oxide and the sulfates will be formed, more the corrosion will be occurred, because on the formation of the oxide and the sulfates, the metal area will get reduced. Some of the metal parts or the some of the fragments of the outer surface of the metal will be removed, and once the metal material will get removed, then we can say that deterioration of the metal has taken place, and that is nothing but the corrosion. And this is how the chemical is affecting in the occurrence of the corrosion on the surface. It is necessary that proper steps should be taken so that the corrosion will be less, and at an early age it should be rectified. So this is how the chemical is affecting the corrosion. Summarized way, we can say that formation of the oxide and the sulfates because of some chemical reaction do accelerates the corrosion. So that should be avoided. Such kind of chemical should never become in contact with the atmosphere. Such kind of chemicals should never come in contact with the surface. As a result of this, the corrosion can be prevented. So here we are ending today's session. Thank you for attending the session. See you in the next session. Hello students, so hereby we are coming to the end of our virtual class session of the subject of industrial safety. We have discussed a lot regarding the topics of the today's session. So if you have any kind of a doubts, if you have any kind of queries, you can send me your doubts and queries via mail. My mail ID will be in my channel. So check into my channel, like it, and mail me whatever the doubts you have. And thanks again for attending the session. See you in the next session.